The Moonlight Sun, Mike Skyros, enters into the Nexus Center tonight for the biggest match in his career, taking on this man, Murder Grandpa, the king of pro wrestling, Minoru Suzuki in Utica, right here tonight.
More fitting, don't you dare cut me off. There is no one more fitting, more deserving of this match against the legend, Minoru Suzuki.
You're still here. One more breath, one more round. You come too far to back down now. Dig deep, stand tall. No fear, no mercy. This is the grind, this is the moment. Show 'em what you made of.
Introducing first, hailing from Syracuse, New York, and weighing in at 203 pounds, he is one half of the Immortal Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. He is the Moonlight Sun, Mike Skyros. And his opponents, presenting the King, Minoru
They're still on their feet. The bell has rung on what is the biggest main event in ICW history. They're already chanting, "This is awesome." These two men haven't even locked up yet.
Well, it's a fact. It's a fact. This is awesome. This is something
Agreed.
that I don't think anyone could have ever expected. It is a treat. It is a delight to be in the building right now to watch this match.
Minoru Suzuki already taking down Mike Skyros into that headlock.
Yeah, Justin, you said it was a treat, and this is only the 10th time the Japanese wrestling legend Minoru Suzuki has competed on New York grounds. And here tonight, he's fighting Mike Skyros in the biggest matchup of that man's life.
So far.
Great.
Everybody keeps saying it, but I gotta put that qualifier out there, so far. Because everybody knows that the Moonlight Sun, Mike Skyros, is destined for greatness in the professional wrestling business. Everybody knows that. Everybody in this building is aware of what I'm saying, and they recognize it as true. Is Minoru Suzuki a stop on that road? Absolutely. Is it the biggest challenge that Skyros has ever had? Of course. That goes without saying. But I think that we need to at least acknowledge that we are witnessing something very special here. It is the ultimate test of skills when you square up against a man like Suzuki. He's been described as the John Cena of Japan. I don't know if you've heard that, but I've heard it.
Well, listen to this crowd here, Justin. They're solidly behind the Moonlight Sun, Mike Skyros, here at the Nexus Center in Utica.
I mean, I don't know anybody who holds a win over Ken Shamrock, but we're looking at one right now.
This man's competed against the likes of Hushin Thunder Liger, Kazuchika Okada, the Great Muta, Shinsuke Nakamura,
Legends.
Tanahashi, and the list just goes on and on and on as to the competitors that Minoru Suzuki has faced. And now Mike Skyros gets his opportunity, his chance to face one of the greatest who have ever competed in a four-sided ring. I'm all flustered here.
You're lacking oxygen to your brain, and I understand that.
Suzuki, one of the most dangerous, dastardly competitors on planet Earth today.
They don't call him Murder Grandpa for nothing.
No, they do not.
Look at the face of Suzuki.
He's a sicko. He's a freak. He likes pain. Minoru Suzuki is absolutely crazy.
Says crank it a little harder, Moonlight.
Oh, no,
maybe
he's got
I'll grab the
ponytail.
braid for good measure.
Skyros not going to back down. He's laughing.
And I was going to say,
shocked.
Who's to say that Skyros doesn't have a little bit of insanity in him as well?
We've got to be a little bit crazy to step into the ring with Minoru Suzuki, but this is a match that Skyros has dreamed of all of his career. And here it is standing across the ring from him, and he's telling him, "Give me your best." And what a shot. But Skyros gets right back up.
Suzuki is ready to slug it out, and I can guarantee you Skyros is too. But look at the maniacal laugh.
Just laughing at this.
Skyros confused, you can see it, and taking the point of the elbow to his jaw.
But Skyros ain't backing down. He's coming right back at Suzuki. Who, again, just
lured him in close.
On.
Gives him a nice forearm shiver. All right.
Skyros said, nice play, let's go.
Skyros telling Suzuki to bring it in one of the most, I'd say, crazy things anybody could do ever.
Well, you knew these two men are not going to back down from a fight, and that's what we've got here at the Nexus Center. A damn good fight.
I think Suzuki will punch all night long if it comes down to it. He's not going to relent. He won't give up. But neither will Skyros.
Say Skyros is one of those competitors
we'll
who's
be here
not
all damn
going
night.
to quit. He's not going to go down lightly.
When it was announced originally that we were bringing in one of the greatest wrestlers in Japanese history, the ICW fans lit up with excitement.
They did. The internet broke.
This is why.
Skyros' jaw just got lit up like a Christmas tree.
It's a rare occurrence.
Again, only the 10th time Minoru Suzuki's competed in New York State in 35 years. And now Mike Skyros, one of New York State's best, going shot for shot with Minoru Suzuki.
Trying to chop down the
And
mighty
he
Redwood.
loves Suzuki.
That is something that he needs to put on his resume tomorrow.
But look at Minoru. He might be a little bit shocked here.
This is not unfamiliar territory for the legend, for the king of professional wrestling. Suzuki has stepped into the ring with people who are less experienced than him. I mean, damn near anybody he steps into the ring with is less experienced than him with a resume like he has.
Skyros.
But you can see him acknowledging that Skyros is giving him a bit of a run for his money.
A little bit more competition than I think Minoru Suzuki was expecting, but that's the stuff that Minoru Suzuki loves.
Absolutely.
He loves competition.
He wouldn't accept this if it wasn't going to be a good fight.
And he knew he was going to get it.
He wouldn't
with
travel to
Moonlight
Utica,
Sun.
New York. Exactly, you're correct.
He wouldn't fly from Japan for just anybody.
You're damn right.
He's here to face New York's best, and that's what he's getting. Shoulder tackle by the Moonlight Sun, and Suzuki goes down. And this crowd at the Nexus Center's going nuts.
And look at this, Suzuki can't believe it. Suzuki's shocked that Skyros was able to take him off his feet.
Suzuki's taking his eye. Oh, wait a minute here.
Oh, trying to get the flag from one of the fans. I believe I haven't seen the image just yet, but I believe it's a picture of Mike Skyros.
I believe so, and Suzuki took his eyes off Skyros for a second. But
What is that?
Skyros pay for it.
What is that?
He's got him tied up in the rope, hyperextending that arm.
Now working on the digits. He was about to break his fingers, I thought.
He was going to try and break the arm, break the fingers, bring it all in one shot.
Oh.
And now choking.
One of the
Mike
most
Skyros with that flag.
Let's take a walk, shall we?
one of the most sadistic human beings on planet Earth today, Minoru Suzuki.
Gouging out the eyes with a smile.
Minoru Suzuki loves.
No, but don't put the flag down. Skyros trying to move that flag on, but Suzuki's not having it. Kicks him square in the collar.
Oh, that is a Suzuki
There it
flag.
Oh no, and now Minoru Suzuki with the flag, with his own face on it, choking out the Moonlight Sun. This sicko, this monster Suzuki is pure evil.
Well, that's just Brandon. Did you see that? That's just good marketing on his behalf. He draped him in the flag, choked him with it, and then said, hey, I'm going to go over here for a little while. I got to go over here. I got to go check these guys
But
out.
Skyros coming right at him. He's not going to back down. What a oh no!
He didn't even move! He didn't even move!
Press the chop button. Oh God!
Suzuki showed no...
But Skyros isn't backing down.
You don't poke a bear with the stick, and you damn sure don't get into a chop with Minoru Suzuki. Did you hear that?
I felt that to the throat.
I love Skyros. I love him to death, but Suzuki's eyes didn't even flutter.
Oh God! Well,
I moved my headphones so I could hear that one. That was
a little sign of
incredible.
respect there on that chop.
My goodness,
The
that
shoulder
was thunderous.
shot. Oh God! Oh!
I felt like that was, he needs more. I feel like he's going to go for another, well, wait a second.
Skyros isn't backing down here though.
But look at the realization on the face of Skyros. Now finally being worn down.
And now Skyros.
She didn't want him to chop one more time. That front row fan just saved Mike Skyros a little bit of trouble.
Suzuki, out of respect, said, okay, we're going to go over here now.
These guys are just bloodthirsty bastards. They want every drop they can get. There you go. My God. He didn't even move.
But you can see Suzuki recognize on the face that these chops are registering, even if a little bit. Oh, God. Skyros is bracing himself for it.
The referee's not counting. The referee's not counting at all.
Are you going to let this match end in a count out?
I mean, if we're playing by the rules, if we have any sense of civility
Out
as
of
a
your
society, we would. But damn it, we want to see a fight.
Oh, we're getting one here with that shot right across the temple. And another one rocks Skyros to the other side of the ring.
Oh, man, the king of pro wrestling, the member of Contra. Oh, my God, a former ROH television champion. We're talking about IWGP Intercontinental champion. The legend, Minoru Suzuki, is bringing Utica to life.
Now throws Mike Skyros back into the ring, who's favoring that jaw that might have been unhinged a little bit there. And that this is awesome chance right through the Nexus Center, rightfully so.
Suzuki's beating up a camera.
Beating the shit out of
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Choking out the cameraman!
Suzuki on the cameraman.
We need some law and
Oh
order.
my God!
Somebody call Olivia Benson right now. Stabler, Ice-T, where are these people? Get this place in shipshape.
Somebody might want to check on the cameraman. He's back up.
They don't get paid to wrestle.
Tyler Kate, one tough bastard on camera. Into the cover, only two from Minoru Suzuki.
Suzuki doesn't care. He takes out anybody in his path.
That's what you get when you get in Suzuki's way. Should do that. Everybody now knows.
And Suzuki, not only a professional wrestling legend, he's competed in 50 pro MMA fights, competing against multiple UFC Hall of Famers, holding 2 wins over Ken Shamrock.
Here we go again. Skyros back to his feet, going toe-to-toe with the legend.
And Minoru Suzuki having fun with it at this point.
You gotta think even Skyros is having a little bit of fun. Granted, he's in a lot of
I
pain.
mean, there has been levity, more levity in this match than I anticipated. Suzuki is just having a grand old time.
He's got the leg.
But now, I mean, when it's time for business, he's going to take a single leg and he's going to crank that thing like Soulja Boy.
Suzuki just wrenching all the pressure on that knee and ankle of Mike Skyros.
And there it is, the heel hook. Heel hook's locked in with
Oh my goodness.
kind of an Indian death lock there. Right onto Mike Skyros. Skyros in agony. Suzuki locking it in.
Both legs are in trouble here.
And this crowd getting behind the Moonlight Sun, trying to will this match to continue. Skyros desperately reaching for that bottom rope, and he got it.
He's successful, and Suzuki has to release. You've got to imagine. I'm wondering, I want to get into the mind a little bit of Minoru Suzuki. I feel like he's showing a bit of an impressed demeanor by Skyros in between totally demolishing him. But maybe I'm wrong. Grinding his boot into his face. Maybe this is a sign of disrespect.
Suzuki now toying with this prey, but you can see Skyros is sick too. He's got a smile on his face.
Laughing at the shots.
And Skyros not backing down. He's trying to chop down Suzuki, but Suzuki's enjoying it. What on earth is going on?
Suzuki's one of the maddest men in professional wrestling. And now, Irish whip. Skyros, running elbow connects. Gets him up, fireman's carry. Instead,
Right back
Suzuki
down.
Counters.
Tries to throw a boot. Skyros, one of his own, takes him down to the mat.
And now Skyros, with the best chance he's got in this match so far, gets Suzuki up and plants him. Center of the ring to defeat the legend. Only 2.
I don't know how many people you've seen drop Suzuki like that.
He's got to stay on him.
There's no way around it. You got to capitalize. You got to keep on your man.
In just that split second, and Suzuki right back in control.
Skyros showing no sign of nerves whatsoever. He's confident in his maneuvering, but so is Suzuki. Suzuki's just starting to rev up his engine. We know that he can go the distance.
There's an arrogant pin.
There it is.
Kicked out
I think
by the Moonlight Sun, and a shot right to the back of the neck for your effort.
the games are starting to let up a little bit. The levity is starting to fade. We're starting to see Suzuki get a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more disrespectful in his approach to this match.
Suzuki knew that Mike Skyros was no walk in the park, but he thought that he would be through with him by now. And Suzuki toying at the fact that Skyros is still in this.
What a absolutely tough shot to the face, the point of the knee, and then the flat of the foot on the back of the neck. Suzuki is, I mean, even these small, seemingly innocuous shots, they do something. They register. They do damage.
Every shot by Minoru Suzuki is twice the shot of a normal man. Suzuki now with another strike to Skyros.
You can see the shots from Suzuki register on Skyros. The shots from Skyros. Suzuki's just laughing like this sick bastard that he is.
The fans here in Utica have been hot all night.
Well, that one registered.
A big fight feel here in the Nexus Center.
The biggest main event in Immortal history. You're seeing it before your eyes live on IWTV. Skyros starting to bring Suzuki over to the corner. And he's telling Suzuki, come on, give me your best shot. I'll even put my hands behind my back.
Don't do it, Mike. Don't.
Minoru!
You don't have anything to prove. You've already done it. Everybody already knows that you are a top contender. You don't need to be a masochist about it.
God. Uh-oh, look at the smile on Suzuki.
He's always wanted this.
Oh, instead decided to opt for the knockout shot that may have legitimately knocked out Skyros. Suzuki just saying, come on. As this sick crowd chants one more time. But Skyros back to his feet.
Okay, good.
And again, that knockout shot. But this time, Skyros doesn't go all the way down.
Wait a minute, Skyros!
My God, I knew that he had it in him. He can take it. That's why he's in the situation. That's why he's in the main event here at the Nexus Center, because he can slug it out with some of the best and still be standing.
Mike Skyros absorbing these shots like a sponge.
Suzuki
Off the
now.
rope. Suzuki up, fireman's carry.
Kicking his legs, drops him.
Cover! Only two. Chance of ice.
A sharpshooter submission maneuver. Is that the way to go? Is that going to be what takes it? Is that what's going to secure the victory for the Moonlight Sun?
And Suzuki gets to the bottom rope.
Too close to the ropes.
And now it's time to re-strategize. It's time to think of how on earth you're going to put a man like Suzuki down.
Skyfall DDT isn't in the cards. Suzuki throws.
Hard shot there by the Moonlight Sun. Countered by Suzuki into that choke, into that sleeper.
When in doubt, Wrestling 101. Did we expect anything less from the grappling god himself, Minoru Suzuki?
Suzuki able to weaken Skyros a little bit with that sleeper. He's looking for that pile driver, but instead, Skyros trying to battle his way out of it the best he can, but he's got a
Cradle shot, pile driver!
Cradle shot into the cover. Done.
And that is it. Another night at the office
Ladies
for the
and
king of
gentlemen,
pro
here
wrestling.
is your winner, the King,
There you see it. Cradle shot, pile driver.
Suzuki!
He's got the right Richard head. He's got it.
Wait a minute, Suzuki
Richard Head!
trying to lock the arms and pile drive the ref at the
Richard Head getting the
referee.
hell out of Dodge.
Escaping with his life.
Oh yeah, no. Richard Head not having any of that. But folks, the name of the game, Minoru Suzuki at the Nexus Center victorious and showing respect
Absolutely.
to the Moonlight Sun by Skyros.
Well deserved.
Who gave it his all tonight in the dream match he asked for. In the dream match he was granted.
There you see it again. Minoru Suzuki able to lock the hands for a cradle shot pile driver that sends the people home happy. But let's not forget Mike Skyros. What a match. What an effort.
Suzuki asking Skyros to come back into the ring, leading a standing ovation clap for the Moonlight Sun is Minoru Suzuki, the legend.
What a moment. This is special, guys.
If you doubted for a second that Mike Skyros wasn't one of the best wrestlers in sport, oh no!
God.
Suzuki sends him out!
Of course he did! That dastardly bastard that he is! But for just a moment, for a fleeting glimpse of time, we saw Minoru Suzuki respect, acknowledge the Moonlight Sun, and it's well-deserved. What a match! What a moment! This is Immortal Championship Wrestling. This is Immortal Things 5, and I am incredibly privileged to be here on the call with you folks.
What a main event! They called it the biggest main event in Immortal history, and it damn sure was. Minoru Suzuki victorious. We'll see you right back here August 6th from Koroskell. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Minoru Suzuki defeats the Moonlight Sun, but Mike Skyros solidifies himself as one of the top wrestlers in the independent scene. Good night from the Nexus Center.